Okay, as you can see, I dropped this in some hot water to hydrate the washers and let them heat up, make it warmer, easier to put on. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Okay. Hold on one side. Get this started. You know what? I'm gonna have to use this smaller one. Okay. Get it started. Get it in there. Rotate around. Okay, there it goes. You see? Okay. Now remember, I don't want this twisted, so I'm gonna push this down. Get it in the channel. And as this thing cools, it will shrink back to its normal size. There it goes. Okay. So it's shrinking and it should go back. Right now you can see it's bulging, but as it gets cooler, it'll shrink down into its normal size and tighten up. Okay, so we'll let that one go. Now, if I put the next one over on the top, what's going to happen is it's going to have to get past this one. And as you can see, it's taller. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to reverse this, take the next O-ring, fiber washer, and ow, hot. Okay, and put it over. And same thing, except doing it in reverse. So hold it down in the channel and then start rotating it around. And drop it in that channel so that make sure it take up all the slack, because I have to stretch this. You can see I'm pulling it and stretching it. There it goes. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so that's a lot better. This one went in a lot smoother. And what I'm gonna do is, because it's like stretched out in certain parts and not stretched in other parts, you know, it's all bulky. I'm just gonna drop it into hot water and just let it sit for a little while I'll discuss the bottom screen. Now this bottom screen, as you can see, it's really flat. There's no dents in it. Sometimes you'll find these screens, they'll have a dent because somebody dropped, like they didn't drop a pill in the cleaning chute, or they dropped something like a hard I've seen people drop sugar cubes, hard candy, like they're trying to make a butterscotch coffee, and the hard candy would hit here and then dent the screen. I've seen people pour milk down the chute thinking that's how you make a latte or a cappuccino, by pouring milk inside the coffee chamber. I've seen metal pieces, rocks, come down through the chute. It's not supposed to get past the grinder because a grinder usually has a magnet to stop metal or nails from getting into the grinder, because it'll damage the grinder. But also rocks, because they're non-ferrous, they will go into the grinder. Fortunately, the steel plates of the grinder will grind the rock to a fine powder, and you just get a little extra minerals inside your coffee. Okay, so you don't need to take your vitamins then. You know, but anyway, getting back to this particular piece, it's been soaking in just soapy water overnight, so I haven't even scrubbed it. There's a little bit of stain from the coffee, but this will all come out when I perform a cleaning for the clean and flushing. Okay, so now that we have this, and it's, you can see all the holes in it, so it's pretty clear, pretty clear. Okay, so we'll pull this out. Okay, and then this would correspond with the 3 holes there. And as you can see, the screen is a little smaller than the piston. Not that much, but it is a little smaller. And you take these little screws, there's 3 of them, and you put them on. And use a flat tip screwdriver. Now again, only hand tight. I would just get it started and get all the other screws in there before you tighten down everything else, because if you misalign, like you're in a wrong position, then none of the screws will go in. The other screws won't go in if you somehow screwed this into the base in the wrong position. Okay. So just lightly screw it down. Once you get all three down, the plate's in position. You can see it. It's nice and flat. Nice and flat all the way across. There's no dents. It's not stuck down here. It's not cocked up where you can see underneath the plate. And then lightly turn it down. I would say two finger tension. So very light. Just enough to hold it in place. You don't want to screw this down far enough that you deflect, the plate gets depressed, and then you see this thing flip up, okay? So there you go. That's the bottom piston with the new gaskets on. Now don't worry about it being a little bit bulky like this. It's designed that way. As it goes into the cylinder, the back end of the cylinder is fluted. So it will gradually press this down against the O-rings, okay? So if you find that when you're trying to put this in, like you're trying to put it in backwards from this side into it, and then you hit the edge of this, it won't go past it because the top part of the bottom chamber is not fluted. Only the bottom section is designed to go from underneath up, okay?